Hello, my name is Edward Mondol from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, on behalf of the International Council for Education and Technology, in collaboration with the Global Academy of Holistic Leadership and Coaching and University of Human Excellence. I'd like to welcome you to our EdTech speaker series. Yes. Today, I'll be sharing with you the EdTech in Canada, market analysis and forecast. We'll be discussing a comprehensive industry profile examining rapidly growing educational technology market in Canada and its key segments, competitive landscape, and future outlook through 2029. Now, executive summary here: market value is $2.7 billion. Canadian EdTech market grew by 19% in 2024 to reach a value of $2,742.7 million. 125.1% growth forecast by 2029. Canadian EdTech market is forecast to increase by 125.1% since 2024, reaching to $6,175.1 million. And 58.2% largest segment, pre-K to 12 and K to 12 is the largest segment, accounting for 58.2% of market's total value in 2024. Now, Canada accounts for 0.9% of global EdTech market value by 2024, with a highly competitive landscape featuring both domestic players like DDL and Top Hat alongside global giants like such as Coursera and Udemy. Now, market definition here for digital education. Education technology EdTech is the integration of technology into educational practices to improve students' or users' learning outcomes. It includes a variety of digital tools and resources, including software, hardware, multimedia, and network equipment. With education technology, learners can learn anytime, anywhere, at their own pace with tools like gamified content and micro-learning courses. Now, here we can see the projection market value here, 2019 to 2024. We can see here the growth. And for growth driver, we can see AI-driven adaptive learning platform that tailor content to individual student needs, ensuring a customized and efficient learning experience. Leading EdTech companies offer personalized courses, interactive assessments, and AI-powered tutoring. Government initiatives. Canada's government have invested into education reform, including digital transformation, to improve learning outcomes and create a more equitable society. Hybrid learning model. The shift towards hybrid and remote learning post-COVID has further fueled the adoption and personalized digital education, making learning more accessible and flexible. Additional factors include the affordability of online education compared to traditional methods and increased expansion of high-speed internet. According to OECD, mobile internet subscribers in Canada reached 36.5 million in 2024 and 34.6 million in 2023. So, market segment category, you can see that here, and market growth trends 2029 to 2024. You can see here the market of pre-K to and K to 12 is the highest. We can see higher education, the next 600 level, and the corporate. So, geographical context, you can see that market value forecast here. And future growth driver, education reform, like shift towards sustainable technology-driven learning model across educational institution, technological advancement, AR, VR, AI, IoT are enhancing interactive learning experience, says more complex concepts more accessible. Digital adoption, continuous rise in smartphone and expansion of high-speed internet, with mobile internet subscriber expected to grow from 36.5 million in 2024 and 44.6 million in 2029. 5 forces analysis here. The Canadian EdTech market is highly competitive with a strong mix of domestic players like DDL, Desire to Learn, Top Hat, and Paper, alongside global giants as Coursera, Udemy, Duolingo, and Google for Education. The market has been driven by government support from digital infrastructure and a growing demand for online learning in both K to 12 and higher education. Canada has a well-established education system, with the post-secondary education being a major market attracting thousands of international students. So you can see the EdTech here, buyer power, threats of entrance, threats of substitutes, competitive rivalry, threats of new entrants, and supplier power. Now, buyer power, we say buyer power here, diverse buyer base. Canada has over 15,000 primary and secondary schools, globally recognized higher education institutions, and growing corporate training needs. Despite this larger buyer base, uh, oligosony threats are low since numerous educational institutions and individual learners. Varying switching costs. Public schools and universities face high switching costs due to government contracts and integration complexities. Private institutions and corporate training provides experienced moderate switching costs, while individual learners have low switching costs. Make market differentiation. Canadian EdTech market is highly differentiated with various platforms catering to specific educational needs, from LMS solutions to language learning platforms and AI-driven adaptive learning tools. Overall, buyer power in the Canadian EdTech market is moderate, influenced by varying financial strength, limited background integrations, and government policies that shape the EdTech landscape. For supplier power, key supplier category: content creators and educators, software developer, cloud service provider like AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, AI technology from Elements AI and Covio, digital infrastructure providers. For supplier dynamics, high switching costs for cloud infrastructure and AI solutions, low switching costs for tutors and content providers, increasing backward integration by EdTech players, and limited substitute inputs in key areas, growing forward integration among suppliers. Overall, supply power is assessed as strong, particularly for major technology providers that offer critical infrastructures and AI capabilities essential for modern EdTech platforms. For new entrants here, opportunities is well-developed education system, digitally savvy population, increasing adoption of online learning, government grants and innovation funding, demand for bilingual English and French learning solutions. For barriers, economies of scale favored established player, moderate and high fixed costs for platform development, complex provincial education regulation for accredited program, strong talent competitions, proprietary content and technology advantages of incumbents. The likelihood of new entrants in Canadian EdTech market is moderate, with significant opportunity for AI-driven personalized education, corporate upskilling, and hybrid learning solutions, despite the challenges posed by established players. Threats and substitutes are alternative education options, traditional in-person education, free online resources like Khan Academy, YouTube, public schools and affordable post-secondary options, employer-sponsored training programs, and private tutoring services. Degree of rivalry. For one, competitive landscape, strong mix of domestic players like DDOL, TopHat, and Paper, and global giants like Coursera, Udemy, and Duolingo, Google for Education competing across various segments. For market driver, government investments, regulatory support, increasing shift towards hybrid learning models, and growing demand for corporate learning and upskilling. Regional challenges. Provincial differences in education policies and create challenges requiring customization to meet local curriculum standards, particularly in Quebec, and which requires French language solutions. Product differentiation is moderate to high differentiation through AI-driven personalization, interactive learning features, bilingual support and pricing strategies, and integration capabilities. Overall, the degree of rivalry in the Canadian EdTech market is strong, with intense competitions across all segments. Leading players is Coursera. Company overview here. Coursera is leading online learning platform that collaborates with universities and companies to provide access to courses and degree programs. Headquarters in Mountain View, California. It operates in Canada through Coursera Canada Limited. Financial performance here. Reported revenue is $694.7 million in fiscal year 2024, an increase of 9.3% overall over fiscal year 2023. Net loss was $79.5 million in fiscal year 2024 compared to $116.6 million in 2023. Key strengths are partnership with top-tier universities, diverse course offering across multiple disciplines, flexible learning models, AI-powered personalization, strong brand presence in e-learning. Strategies offer subscription model for individuals, tailored solutions for businesses and governments, and partners with universities for online degree programs. Now, for leading pair D2L, which is based in Canada, D2L, formerly known as Design to Learn, is a Canadian-based global software company founded in 1999, renowned for developing a bright space learning and management system using K-12 higher education and corporate training. Financial performance reported in US dollar $182.4 million in fiscal year 2024, increase of 8.3% over fiscal year 2023. The net loss was $3.5 million in fiscal year 2024 compared to US dollar $18.4 million in fiscal year 2023. These trends are scalable and cloud-based learning solutions, AI-driven analytics and adaptive learning, broad client base across education and corporate sectors, strong technological innovations, steady revenue growth. Strategies provides a bright-based platform for to educational institutions, businesses, and government organizations while integrating AI and data analytics to offer personalized learning paths. Recent market developments in February 2025, SoftChoice plays up to 900,000 in-kind technology services to support taking IT global enhancing program like Connected North, which engages over 40,000 students in remote indigenous communities. In November 2024, Equal Vanguard partners with Cantech to collaborate with startups solutions for students with learning disabilities to support educational staff as an official EdTech partner. In March 2024, Ionic Partners acquired Edsembly and integrated with its Spark Rock, creating a leading entity in the Canadian K-12 education sector, enhancing finance, HR and payroll, and SCS solution. These developments highlight the ongoing evolution of Canadian EdTech landscape, with a focus of supporting underserved communities, addressing specific learning needs, and consolidating solutions to improve efficiency. Conclusion and future outlook. Key takeaways. The Canadian EdTech market is experiencing robust growth in 19% in 2024 and projected to reach $6.2 billion by 2029. The pre-K-12 and K-12 segment dominates with 58.2% market share. Highly competitive landscape with both domestic and global players. Strong government support and digital infrastructure driving adoption. Future trends: the AI-driven personalization will continue to revolutionize learning experiences. AR and VR technology will make complex concepts more accessible. Growing demand for corporate upskilling and reskilling solutions and increasing focus for bilingual and culturally relevant content. Expansion for mobile learning as smartphone adoption grows.